Hi, I'm Doria Fleischer. I'm your Charles County Government Community Engagement Coordinator, and I'm so excited to be at the town of Indian Head today on Saturday, September 25th. It is the town of Indian Head's 101st celebration. We are surrounded by fun games, food, people, an amazing parade. So stay tuned, you'll get to see some of the great stuff happening today in our county. I'm here with Mayor of Indian Head, Brandon Paulin, and I'm so glad that we made it today. And we were just saying the weather is beautiful, yeah? You guys like requested this.
Absolutely. You know, I prayed on it a little bit and it came to fruition. You know, earlier in the week, we're a little bit worried about some of the rain coming in, but no, you can't get a better day than this. You know, mid-70s, not a cloud in the sky.
It is, it's beautiful. So tell us a little bit about this event and what it took to put this together and why this is so important to the town of Indian Head.
Yeah, it took quite a lot to put together, you know, over accumulation of a couple years and then, you know, delayed because of, you know, the pandemic. You know, not a whole lot of events happened last year. So our centennial would have been in 2020, but, you know, it's a 101 and we're still going to celebrate. So, you know, between the parade, you know, some of the things going on here, there's a Lackey reunion, Henry Lackey High School reunion, and Pomonkey High School reunions, all going on right here. History displays, a 50-foot Ferris wheel in the back end of the green. It's going to be so much fun.
I love it, and so amazing to see so many people out here. Tell me about what it's like for you to look out and see the town of Indian Head just filled with all this activity.
Yeah, it's really special to me, you know, having been born and raised right in the town of Indian Head. Right across from, you know, the Village Green where we're celebrating, you know, 101 years of our awesome little town here. It's great to see people that, you know, used to work, you know, down in Indian Head or used to live down in Indian Head, and they came up because it's such a special weekend. And then, you know, the current people right now, you know, that live here and are like, man, we've been dying for a celebration like this. So it's cool to see kind of the mix of, you know, old and new and, you know, all really come together as one community and celebrate the day.
Well, I love that they're all together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have the pleasure of being here with Marianne Wheeler Cobb, the class of 1962 at Lackey High School. And I have to say, it took us a while to be able to talk with you, Marianne, because every time we tried to set it up, more of your friends kept circling in. I feel like I'm at the biggest high school party ever. So, Marianne, you said you've been in Charles County and Indian Head almost your whole life, yeah?
Yes.
And when you look out today and you see this 101st celebration, what does it mean to you to be here today after graduating in '62?
Oh, it's just magnificent. It's wonderful. This was the most wonderful place to grow up in. You know, we came out, we didn't have any chaperones. All our neighbors, we could go to their houses. And we had a ball in this community.
And other than catching up with friends, what are you going to do while you're here today celebrating?
Hoping to see a lot of people from a lot of different classes.
I love it.
Because we were close, because when we went to school, 7th through 12th was Lackey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my mother was a teacher, 1st and 2nd grade.
Gotcha.
For 39 years in the county.
What was your mom's name?
Elizabeth Wheeler.
Good, thank you. Well, we're thrilled to have you guys here today, and please celebrate, have fun, enjoy the reunion. It is a pleasure to be standing here with three amazing and wonderful Pomonkey High School alum. We have Marie Bronner, Teresa Gant, and Mr. Phil Thomas. And this is really great. You guys were saying that you hope this isn't just a one-time event, but this happens every year. Tell me about when you graduated and why this is such a special day for you guys to be here.
Well, I graduated in 1960, and we'll be celebrating our 100th anniversary next year, probably right here on these grounds. And it means everything to me. Our school is our life, and so I'm glad to be here.
Excellent. And tell me about these ladies. Marie Bronner graduated what year?
1968 for
Woo! And Teresa Gant, what year are
1965, right?
65.
Teresa?
Okay, tell me about a high school memory, Phil. What do you remember? Were you good? Did you get in trouble? Did you have fun?
I would say, you remember Clint Eastwood and The Good, the Bad, the Ugly? Well, we can leave the ugly off, but certainly the good and the bad. But the bad part was really good. So I think my classmates and my friends it's like I say, that's our life. They're our life. We
Love
all
it.
were one big family.
Yes.
One big
wonderful.
family, and was always the case.
Really excited to be here with Ron Satola, who is the Vice Mayor of the town of Indian Head and also the Chairman of the Board for Charles County Public Library, which is one of Charles County government's amazing partner agencies. So thank you for talking with us today. This is amazing, really nice to be here. And you're here in 2 roles, yes?
Yep, I got multiple roles, one of those 2 roles.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful.
Thank
So tell me about what it's like to be the Vice Mayor and look out and see your town just exploding with people having fun on this beautiful day.
It's been amazing. It took us 101 years to plan for this event, obviously. So I really want to sincerely thank the forefathers who saw the vision to incorporate this town in 1920. And then the base has been a great partner to work with. And ever since those guys started, many folks who have been elected officials made it happen. It's not us alone. It is the culmination of everybody putting in their own steps in the process. Margie Posey was the first African-American councilwoman. Curtis Smith was the first African-American male council person. And I, as an immigrant, was the first Nepali to be ever elected outside of Nepal in a publicly held position here. And that carries the history. And today it was so wonderful to see the fire brigades, the Charles County Public Library, obviously, the library mobile van right here. And then the immigrant community marching in unison because at this time we really need people to come together. And they say there's light at the end of the tunnel. This is the light. This is where the small community comes together to celebrate for big things to make it happen.
It's been a beautiful day out here in Indian Head celebrating the 101st birthday celebration of this great little town. There was amazing food, a wonderful parade, and tons of things to walk around and see. But I think the best part was just watching our community come together to celebrate.
Do you want to make positive contributions in your Charles County community but aren't sure where to start? Join one of Charles County's boards, commissions, or committees to see current vacancies and submit an application. Visit www.charlescountymd.gov and follow the boards and commissions links. Stepping up to serve the Charles County community will allow you to shape the county's present and future.
Applying for jobs with Charles County government is now easier and more efficient. Visit www.charlescountymd.gov for more information.
My name is Tracy Steller. I'm professor of biology at College of Southern Maryland.
And I'm Paul Billiter. I'm also a professor of biology here at the College of Southern Maryland.
Butterflies for a Better Bay is a community service engagement project where we're trying to get underrepresented families and youth interested in planting native plants and interested in preserving the watershed, and we're utilizing the monarch butterfly and its appeal to draw those folks in.
The idea for this came as an outgrowth from Bee Campus USA. These gardens behind us are part of College of Southern Maryland's chapter of the Bee Campus USA. One of the things we've always wanted to do is to branch off campus, and the funds that we have are not allowed to be used off campus, so we've gotten a grant from Chesapeake Bay Trust, and we got a grant that Tracy just mentioned for community engagement, and we involved the Humane Society. They are our major off-campus partner in this project.
I'd also like to say something about the Humane Society. It was a good choice for a partnership. There's a lot of folks that are interested in helping animals, especially mammals. We can get a lot of folks that easily get behind that, but we overlook the invertebrates a lot of the time. And if we can take some of that enthusiasm for the mammals and point it towards the invertebrates, I think we can make a difference. And that's one of the reasons why I'm really glad that you thought to partner with the Humane Society and work it that way, because we're seeing just a lot of interest in an animal that maybe they wouldn't have paid attention to before. So we're kind of utilizing the monarch butterfly for its appeal, much in the same way that the whale has been held up to save the ocean habitats. We're kind of holding up the monarch to try to help save our local habitats and mainly impact positively the watershed. And so the monarch is kind of a really easy animal to get behind. It's easy for kids to have these animals at home and make a short commitment and see their whole life cycle play out right in front of them. And once you do that and have that experience, it really inspires you to kind of look around at what you're doing in your own yards. And that's really our goal, is to inspire folks to think carefully about what they're doing in their own yards, maybe start planting native plants, think more about pollinators, mow less, plant more, and try to really restore some of the habitat that's been lost.
The monarch butterfly has great appeal, but it's also probably close to being an endangered species. The populations have declined, particularly the western populations, west of the Rocky Mountains, but also here east of the Rocky Mountains. Many people know that the monarch is the butterfly that makes this thousands of mile migration to central Mexico. And the western population, as I understand, is more than 90% depleted, probably considerably more than 90% depleted. And our population here is probably close to 90% depleted. And secondly, I think a lot of people also know that pollinators are declining. So we mostly look to education. That's what we're doing with the little kids. That's what we do on campus. All of these plants, almost all of these plants were planted by volunteer students and also by volunteer faculty and staff. We are focusing on education and trying to get the word out. And one hesitation that some people have to planting native plants is that they kind of start to look like your house is in foreclosure. But if you put up a sign like that one that says pollinator habitat, then people say, oh, your yard is not a mess, you're doing a great thing. And so part of this project, we also give each participant a sign to put in their yard that says, pardon the weeds. And just that one little sign will make your neighbors love you instead of hate you. If you want information about raising monarch butterflies, there is an infinite amount of it available where everyone would go first to look for stuff, and that's right smack on YouTube, on the internet, and so forth.
So they could come to the CSM website and check out Bee Campus USA, where we have links out to the information about Butterflies for a Better Bay. The project's over for this year, but we'll be starting it again next year, hopefully. They could also look around at the local nursery called Chesapeake Natives. They have a website also, and they are a source for native plants. If they're interested in starting a garden, you can plant in fall. So go ahead and start that. And then when spring rolls around, you might see some guests coming to your garden.
You will not have difficulty getting started in both raising native plants, and if you want to, and then if you build it, the butterflies will come.
And other insects too. It's just a joy to go out in these gardens and see all of the insect visitors that are coming and taking nectar from our flowering plants. I kind of grew up where I was trained as I grew up that we don't like insects, we hate insects, spray all the insects, that they're a bad thing. We really need to have a paradigm shift, and we're hoping the younger generation will be the ones to change the thinking, because we really need to help them.